Okay, hello. I think it should be live. First time, obviously, doing a live stream like this. So it is a little bit more tricky. But hopefully I'm not speaking to myself right now. I will go confirm that on my phone here, which will be the professional way that I'm going to be checking the chat while flying. Right now it still says waiting. However, why am I looking through my stream? It does seem to have yes, it is live. That's perfect. It's working. There's just probably like 20 seconds of stream delay. But that's not too bad considering the streaming setup. It's going, well, yeah, I'm streaming over Wi-Fi from my phone directly, so it's not going to a laptop or anything like that. So yeah, hopefully you can see everything all right. Yeah, I will get the chat open here. There we go. So, hello to everybody that's coming in the chat here. I see X-Power, YHFH, DCF, Cool Stuff Aviation, Silver Aviation, Shady, Cool Ice, Miyosu, I was already going to say Shady again, Flare Aviation, hello, Your Nightmare, the Airbus A320. Maybe there will be a Boeing 737 placed in this flight sim facility in the future, but for now it's just the A320, but that would be so cool to fly the 737 here in the future. Hello CT Backstab. Just a heads up everyone that today I think it will probably be the hardest to read the chat, just considering the way it's just on my tiny other phone over here, and yeah, I'm also a bit disoriented, so if I do miss messages more than usual, even more sorry, but yeah. Can you guys hear me okay? UV1K, hello, welcome. There'll probably be an accidental one, Shady, on this stream. But yeah, anyway, so what did I want to do? Yeah, I mean, we can already get started. The plan for today is, I know I promised a Lauda flight, but we're going to fly to Seville, where this simulator actually is, and we're going to do it from Barcelona, which is where we're sitting at the moment. So Barcelona to Seville, and it's going to be done as a Vueling flight. So, press Alt F4. Ooh, I don't even know where I would have to press Alt F4 because the setup is quite complicated. But yeah, there's no keyboard in here. I mean, we got this keyboard here. But yeah, the computer is outside of the simulator. So yeah, it's not, there's no easy Alt F4 to shut this thing down. But I do know where the PC is that's running some of the, I mean, it's 3 PCs running this simulation, so I know which ones to unplug if I need to quit the game. What sim does this use? It uses P3D, so this is actually my first time, not my first time, I flew in this sim around a year and a half ago for the first time. But it was, that was my first time flying P3D. And another time on the 737 simulator, but basically my only experience in P3D is in full simulator, so it's using the ProSim A320-200 for P3D. So we can hear you okay, thank you for the confirmation. Miko Planes, it is not full motion, that would be next level, but no, it's fixed base, never been in a full motion simulator, that's an experience I still want to have one day, but yeah, there was a full motion 737 in Washington, D.C., but it was so expensive, so I didn't go ahead and do it. So yeah, star number, that is bullying. Anyway, so, oops. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started over here. We're gonna start, like, it is cold and dark, it's just some backlighting and stuff still remains on with the thing cold and dark, but basically we are starting cold and dark, and from now on things should start looking more normal. So we'll go ahead and get the battery 1 and battery 2 off. I hope the volume will still remain all right, even when the engines are running. And then we'll get the external power on here, and we'll see the plane come to life, and it will also do all of its tests. So maybe it would be good to switch to, where are the camera controls? Well, they seem to have disappeared. I don't know how to go to wide angle, but anyway. Yes, here we are, all the screens doing their self-test. Let's see the chat in the meantime. can you try your 5 ways to prank your pilot in this? Yeah, I was actually considering like remaking that video in this, but I haven't done that. I have done like how to start it up, how to self-tests. How to start it up, how to taxi, how to take off. That was really bad because yeah, it's not easy to record it, but take off, fly, and land, all in a very simple tone. So yeah. Yannick, hello. Yeah, you're right. It is always dark. It's something that I noticed yesterday while I was recording. I was like, everything looks good, but the one thing that's missing is when it's daylight outside, because that's just a projection, there isn't actually the sun really lighting up the inside of the cockpit, so it doesn't match. So what I decided to make it look as realistic as possible is just make it nighttime outside, so the darkness inside the cockpit matches. But yeah, that's a good observation that I've seen now. I've noticed in the simulator, and I think it affects most sims, where yeah, you just don't have the same lighting inside the cockpit as you necessarily have on the outside. But yeah, it's nice to have you here, Yannick. Hello, and hope you're doing good. So, I mean, the plane is ready. That might not be normal. Flight control, left side stick fault, calibrate, no zones. Let's just make sure that everything is okay here. Failures. Nah. I mean, let's just hope that it's okay. I mean, in the worst case, I go sit in the first officer's seat, because it says left side stick. So, all right, then, we got the battery on. Let's go ahead and get the nav light on and the logo light since it's nighttime. And hold on, let's get this on. Everything in real life feels a bit strange now, especially while recording it. Okay, I think that should be good on the overhead panel. And yeah, we have this checklist over here. So let's also get a little bit of light inside the cockpit here. That's a bit too much, maybe on medium. Cockpit preparation, baro ref, it's on standard, not doing real weather today, so that's fine. Let's just hope that it's okay. Maybe when I align the IRSs, which I forgot, that will sort of, I don't know if it's like actually, yeah, here, in ops systems. I don't know if it's a simulator or like simulation or hardware thing, because I have to say, I did just, spoiler alert, but I did just crash the airplane on the last flight, because I was doing a video where ChatGPT is the only thing that's allowed to instruct me. I was acting like an absolute idiot, basically just testing if ChatGPT would be able to provide instructions, and it did not, but I followed the instructions, kind of smashed it down with gear up. So I don't know if that's now carried over to some failures here. I will just go take a look quickly on the operating station thing, just to see if there's any failures that I can reset over there, just to make sure. And yeah, I'll be back in 1 second. So I did just clear all failures, but which the only thing it did was quick align the IRSs. I don't know if I can test, no. Cannot test the side stick here. I don't see like the cross. I don't know at what point in the setup the cross will come up to test the side stick. Oh, never mind. It is gone now. I don't know if the plane is just doing self-tests and stuff. Now it's just saying spoilers. What if I clear that? All right, I don't know. Hopefully that's fine. And we'll solve that later if there is actually an issue. So, everything on the overhead panel looks pretty well set up, in my opinion. And here too. So let's go down to the MCDU, piece of hardware that now a lot of people have in their flight simulator. We'll clear this, and we will go to, where is it? Yeah, in it. I always confuse myself because I'm looking through my phone and then your hand doesn't like move the way you expect it to. Anyway, so currently we are in Barcelona and we are going to Seville, which is Lezl. Also trying to do a lot on memory because I have to use my phone for Navigraph. Call sign, I think it was this. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna go with this. Sorry for the terrible camera skills. Like, whenever I try to look through the camera, I can't move my hands properly. And whenever I look in real life, I'm pointing the camera badly usually. So, cost index, gonna go take a look at that. Again, sorry if I'm missing some comments. I mean, I'm definitely missing plenty of comments here. So Q&A, or the cost index is what I wanted. View OFP. Hold on. So it's 53. Just leave it here for now. So 53 it is. And we're gonna cruise up at, we'll go up to 330 for this. Put it in here. Okay. So next page, we'll do the weights. I did take a photo of them because that's on the operator station. So we got a zero fuel weight of 57.2, I think. Yep. And a CG of 25.5%. There we go. And then the block fuel is 10.8. Oh, I did 110. 10.8. There we go. So, next up, let's go to the flight plan and start sorting that out. So departure, here I'm definitely gonna need the OFP. So we are, that's not the routing. Here it is. Just put it here. That's blocking some of the keys. That will do. Oh my goodness, it's bright. So, still bright. That's better. All right, so we have 06 left, and I'm looking through my phone, Xenia 6B. So 06 left, and scroll down for Xenia 6B. Did I miss it? Yep, it's here. Cool, okay, I'll insert that. Taco, no, it's Tassos, okay. And then we're going to, from Xenia Airways, on the airway Zulu 596, so Zulu 596, over to Nexas. Hold on, gotta get in a comfier position here. Nexas. There we go. Then we are going from November 975 to GoTour. You know, it would have been really nice if there were the Meta glasses that could actually live stream to YouTube. to go to, because it is quite a bit harder than I would have anticipated to do everything while recording. So November 857 to Hinge, November 857 to Hinge. There we go. Then we got the arrival, flight plan. Yeah, I can just do this. There we go. And that's going to be the... Which one did I plan for? I selected ILS Zulu 27, so that's here. Hinge for Echo, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And transition, Reuven and Hinge. So Reuven here. That should be good. Let's go ahead and take a look on our navigation display that everything looks like it makes sense. Hold on there. Oh yeah, that's just the departure. Oh, I pressed a different page. Hold on. Okay, so everything looks good here. That means that the flight plan should be good. And the last thing left is the performance. Now, for the performance, I did forget to do that. And I don't feel like trying to figure out how to get SimBrief on my phone. I think I had the same performance numbers, or I had the same weights before. And I know the runway I'm taking off from is different, but the V-speeds, what should I put? All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna get the V-speeds done on my laptop. I'll be right back. Gotta find my gross weight first, or takeoff weight. That's 67.8. Okay, so I got the numbers. Sorry about that. It's going to be 136 for the V1, 136 for the VR, and 138 for the V2. Then we're doing an assumed temperature reduction of 59. And flaps will be 2/up. And I got to see the chart because SimBrief doesn't give you the answer. We have a... Where was it? Yeah, we have a zero fuel weight CG of 25.5. That will shift a little bit. Wait, that's zero fuel weight CG. We need the takeoff weight CG for this. Takeoff weight CG, does it give that anywhere? Huh. I'm not sure how it's going to affect that. So we'll just do zero trim then, because I don't think that table is going to match with this value here. And I don't see the takeoff weight CG marked anywhere there. Let me just double check it says that. Yeah, takeoff CG trim. Yeah, it has to be the takeoff CG. Okay. And I assume that refers to the takeoff weight. Let me just quickly check the chat. Maybe somebody knows if I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, sorry, Flair, I was not looking at the chat for a while. Oh, wrong timing. Oops, sorry. Also bullying, UV1K. Oh, YHFHDCF, thank you for being a member for 10 months. I hope I didn't miss anything. But yeah, thank you so much for your support, YHFHDCF. Good. Oh, I did miss something. I'm so sorry. Speedrunning PCs. Let's get this party started. I'm sure you're excited to see an A320. Thank you so much for the €2 donation. And yeah, well, it's taken a while. I'm pretty bad at it, but hope you're able to bear with me. And yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate that. All right, I hope I didn't miss anything else because the chat won't go up anymore, but I will check later. Star number 9 months. Catching up to, well, I mean, not catching up because he didn't leave, but to YHFHDCF, thank you as well, Star Number, for all your support over the last 9 months and more when you've been watching. Flip the camera. No. Anyway, I don't see anybody saying anything about the takeoff weight CG. No, it's okay, UV1K, I was just kidding. So, I don't see anyone talking about that, so we'll just do 0.0 and put that inside here. We won't trim at all. All right, the rest looks good to me. So 777 flight simmer. Now I did. All right. So I think we did everything with the MCDU. That's right. Oh, Speedrunning PCs donated another €2. Thank you. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Trying to get it to focus. There we go. Don't forget the APU fire test before you start the APU. I have not actually tested if that works in the sim. Let's take a look. Thank you so much for the donation, and let's go ahead and give the APU fire test a go. Yep. So now I guess, no, as soon as I let go, it goes off. So let's say that's a pass then. Yeah, hopefully that makes you happy. Speedrunning PCs, thank you again. All right, so why do we have this lateral deviation thing here? Maybe if I toggle this. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if what I'm seeing is normal or not, because I am a noob on Airbus planes. Let's go ahead and set the cruising altitude here of 33,000 feet. There we go. And let's take a look at the checklist. I don't know if there's a before start. Yep. We got parking brake set. Takeoff speeds and thrust, I got 136, 136, 138, and 49. And yeah, windows cannot be opened in this. Beacon, let's get that on. And that's the before start. So beacon on. And we'll start the APU. The fuel pumps are on already. There we go. And we'll get the passenger sign on, satisfying sound. There we go. And also the no smoking, because why should there be smoking? Okay, so we'll give the APU a moment to start itself up. And let me see the chat if I missed something. Oh, I did miss stuff. Thank you, XPower, for joining and becoming a member. I appreciate that, XPower, and enjoy the collection of emojis and misty emojis that you can send. Thank you so much, XPower. Really appreciate it. And I see you have gotten your second stripe, too. I don't know if that was from rejoining now or you got it a while ago. And YHFHDCF just sent 5 memberships. Thank you so much, YHFHDCF. That's very nice of you, and congrats to everyone who did get it. Oh yeah, there we go. We got the lucky people there. Don't forget to thank him. And yeah, thank you so much, YHFHDCF. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Rants during cruise. Maybe not today with the rants, but oh my goodness, this is so trippy reading the chat through my phone, from a phone through another phone. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, that's funny. Mark is always unlucky. Have you ever gotten the membership? Poor Mark. All right. So APU is started. If we take a look here, we got the APU available. That's great. So we'll get off the, oops, almost dropped my phone. Get off the external power and, oh, I just missed another donation. Lockheed, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. I'll join later, Luxy. 10 more donations. No, man, you don't have to donate 10 times. And just thanks for being present. But and whenever you decide to rejoin, but please, no pressure. And thank you so much for the 15 Hong Kong. Oh, and we got another one. The speedrunning PCs sent 5 memberships. Let's see if Mark got lucky. Thank you so much, the speedrunning PCs, though. That's really nice of you too. Who got it? Oh, Cool Ice. Nice. Congrats. Don't forget to thank this. The phone is barely responding to my finger. What the heck? Yeah, say thank you to... Why is the... Oh, it's because the chat keeps moving it down. To speedrunning PCs, thank you so much. And I cannot tell who else got lucky because it is not following my finger. All right, we are 26 minutes on the ground here already. I'm going so slow today. Okay, so, all right, the APU is going. I'll try to get this thing in the air and then read the chat some more. The APU is going. We are ready to start up the engines, I think. I did the before start. Yeah, that's fine. So let's go ahead. Beacon is on, and we'll get the APU bleed on. Packs don't need to come off, and yeah, everything else should be good here. So let's go ahead and move this to start and get the engine number 1 going. Don't know if I can position this here. Oh. I hate how easy it is to accidentally stop streaming. Like sometimes the stop button just comes and it's quite big. HF HDCF. All right, I hope that the engines will not be too loud. For now, I think it's more than fine. Here we go, we just got on the generator of engine 1. Okay, I think that's started up. Let's go ahead and do engine number 2. You can hear the PTU. Again, sorry for my terrible camera skills. I'm really bad at this. Okay, so both engines are ready. Excellent. Let's then go ahead and do everything that we would normally do after starting. So I'll get the... My seat is way too far away. Short prequel problems. APU bleed off. We can get the APU off. And... just double checking. Okay, everything else looks good at the moment. We'll then go ahead and arm the spoilers, get the flaps to 2, and the auto brake to max. Oh yeah, we can do the flight control check now. There we go. So full right, full left, full back, and full down. All right, cool. Then there is an after start checklist. Let's take a look at this. After start, the anti-ice is off. The ECAM status looks good to me. The pitch trim should automatically set it right. Yeah, it's on 0 because I had set 0. And the rudder trim is neutral. All right. So after start is done, the taxi checklist, flight controls were checked, flaps are on 2. The radar, will leave it as it is. I'm not sure if that's integrated. And then engine mode selector, yeah, I'll put it back to norm. Why won't this thing focus when I bring things decently close? ECAM memo, I think that will start showing the takeoff ECAM memo once. Oh, there we go, it's already showing it now. So we can do the test, and it's normal, so that's good. That means before, or the taxi checklist is complete, and that could have been done during taxiing. I'm gonna start bringing my seat a bit closer. I got these switches here, so there we go. Now I am being brought closer, and obviously because I am tiny, I need to go all the way to the front before I'm able to properly reach the rudder pedals. There we go. That's my seating position. I mean, it looks like I'm closer to the front than I actually am because of the zoom level. But anyway, I promise it's not excuses. All right, we got the tiller over here. Very cool. It's actually smaller than I thought, and it's quite deep in here. But yeah, it's quite fun to taxi with the tiller. Let's go ahead and get the taxi light on. The landing lights can go off and the turn off can come on. Okay, taxi light is quite weak. I prefer it on takeoff. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and put it on takeoff because it's not shining all that bright. So then this is actually going to be one of the hard things to do, taxiing while oh yeah, I forgot to do the rudder while doing the flight control check, and I wasn't even looking at this, which is bad. So rudder is looking good. Yeah, taxiing is quite difficult because I need my hand on the throttles, but also on the tiller. But anyway, we're gonna figure this out. I do need to look at the map a little bit to figure out where to go though. So let's look here. I don't have Symlink obviously connected to this, so it's gonna be quite difficult to taxi here. But basically, I forgot the stand number. I think we're at 112, which is... Hold on. Well, we're somewhere here, like on one of these stands. So I think if I just taxi, I make a right turn, then I make the first right as well, and I want to look for Zulu 8. Alright, let's give this a shot. I mean, either way, if I don't take full length, I don't think it'll be that much of an issue. So let's go ahead and release the parking brake up and around, and let's add a little bit of thrust in here. Oh, I don't know if it's on frozen. Flight freeze. Hold on. Now it's frozen, so it was fine before. Or what's happening? It doesn't look like it's moving. Alright, let me add quite a bit of thrust here, be a bit aggressive. Okay, now it's on flight freeze. Oh, because it says flight freeze active. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's bring it to a stop again. flight freeze is no longer active, so now that should work. Add a lot of thrust here. Oh yeah, now we're definitely moving. All right, so do my best here. Is the tiller not? Nose wheel steering disconnect. No, why is the tiller not working? Is that a normal sign? I see pedals. No, that's not what I want. Nose wheel steering disconnect. Oh, I'm such a noob with this simulator. Alright, let's get the parking brake back on. There we go. Nose wheel steering. How would one solve that? Does anybody know if this is an Airbus thing, P3D quirk, or simulator quirk? That's my problem. I'm inexperienced with all three of these elements, so I don't even know where to look. And a 737 would have been much easier. True, but like again, then I would be familiar with 2 out of 3 elements. Because in a 737, I would still be confused by P3D. I would still be confused by the simulator itself because I'm not familiar with the equipment and the hardware being used. I think a rudder pedals button. There's a button here? Hold on. Let's get the flashlight. No. Oh, I could have adjusted the rudder pedals maybe instead of moving my seat so far. Alright, give me just 1 second. Alright, sorry for that long wait. I'm trying to troubleshoot it a little bit, so what I'm trying to do is get a pushback tug to push me back, because apparently this is because of a bypass pin that's been installed, and actually it might be in ground services here, like pushback. Stop. Anyway, I do not see a pushback tug. Give me one more second, gonna take a look at the panel that controls the pushbacks. Okay, that plan did not seem to work. Then, let me see. So, push back, straight, left, right, stop. That doesn't seem to do a thing. So, index, ground service, that's where I was. Failures, there's nothing. Flight freeze, doors. So, closed. Tuning, that's nothing for this, I don't think. So I am confused about how to handle this. Give me one moment. I hope it will not end the stream. I'm just going to switch apps on my phone for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna try push back from the PC. Okay, excellent. So the problem has been solved. It wasn't pushing back immediately, but eventually it did push back. And as you can see, the light is gone. Sorry for that, and my lack of experience with this, but we did solve it, so now we can taxi, which is good. In the worst case, I think I could have moved myself directly to the runway, but I was a bit determined to try figure that out, and yeah. It was solved, which is great. Okay, so let's get the light back on here. I thought it might not have been pushing me back because that light might be on and there might be some condition on it, but no idea. Anyway, so that's working. Let me go ahead and get the stream chat back up. I'm sorry for all that waiting, by the way. Oh, and now YouTube doesn't want to work. That's great. There we go. Now it's opening. Oh. Sorry I missed, or I almost missed. I hope there wasn't stuff here. But thank you so much for the donation. It's Sprite Sims, thank you. Really appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm sorry I made you just look at a black screen for a long time, but yeah, thank you so much. So, is the APU still on? APU? No. APU is off. GPU is just always available at the moment, I think, so that's why it says that. But yeah, the APU is off, no worries. All right, so now we should be good to go. I'll get the parking brake off once more. That is set, and let's get good. Uh-oh. It is back. All right, I think I will just move myself. Let me try, see if the nose wheel steering is actually not gonna work. Yep. All right, let me give this one last try. I was so happy, I thought I solved it, but I got caught from too soon. I do have nose wheel steering with the rudder pedals, but that is probably not gonna be enough. And I can try use differential thrust. Nah, that's not gonna give me enough turning. All right, I'm gonna give this one last try, and if it doesn't, if the nose wheel steering disconnect doesn't leave, then I will just move ourselves to the runway. I'm gonna set the parking brake on. I think maybe it was something when I set the parking brake, so I'm gonna just leave it off. I will be back in a moment. All right, so I see the thing, I managed to solve it again. The light is gone. I'm gonna try taxi now, and instead of wasting time. Wait. Guys, I am officially an idiot. I figured out why that is happening. It is simply, if you have the nose wheel light on, hold on, let's just, I'm moving and I'm not in the seated position. I gotta bring it to a stop. I need to move my seat forward again. But I figured out the issue. Basically, if you have the nose light on takeoff, which I did because the taxi mode is not very bright, it just disconnects the nose wheel steering. So I have been doing I solved the problem when I turned that off because I thought that maybe the pushback would not work with that light on, but actually I was causing the problem with that every time, which makes sense because when you're on takeoff, you just want to, well, you do want a little bit of nose wheel steering, but only from the rudder pedals. But I don't know, I didn't know that. Anyway, so then maybe these lights will help light up a little bit, but it's more on the sides. But anyway, yeah, anyway, I think we're good to go now. Just need to try find a taxi line in the dark though. So let's go ahead, and I have moved the seat fully forward, so now I can actually reach the brakes. And I need a bit of power. Yeah, again, sorry for my noobness, but at least the problem was solved. So I see a taxi line over here. I'm gonna follow that and then make a left turn, I think. I am a bit lost, I gotta say. But I'm looking for runway... There's a turn to the left, so I'm gonna follow that. But yeah, taxiing in a full simulator like this is really fun when you figure it out. I think, yeah, now I can do a right turn and follow that, but I am going a bit fast now, or at least that's how I feel. There we go. Nice. Alright. Oops, I messed that turn up a little bit. Okay, I think now the runway should be on my left. If I follow this left turn here. I wish I could go to the wide angle camera, but it's not giving me the option to adjust the camera zoom, which is weird. Oh, I overshot. No, that was actually pretty good. Alright, I think if I continue straight here, which taxiway am I on here? I didn't catch it, I'm too short to see. Okay. I'm doing a bad job with the center line. But yeah, I see a runway over there. I think. And here there's runway mark 07 left. Alright, that is our one. I think it's just the scenery is just mismatching with the ARAC database, but I think this is the runway because I wanted 06 left. Yeah. And this is it. So just gonna turn onto this. Should get my strobe lights on, but this looks really cool here, watch. Pretty good lineup, I would say. Okay, so now would make sense to get the strobe on, to get the wing light on, and the takeoff on. Now I don't need the tiller anymore because I'm properly lined up. So I think I'm good to go. Got my lights set, flaps, parking brake is off, good. Alright, I mean, either way, it cannot be terrible if I'm forgetting something. I'm going to go ahead and set like 50% thrust, let the engine stabilize there. And then we're going to go for a... Oh, why is it moving to the left? Or to the right? Hold on. There we go. And we will then go toga, or flex, sorry. And try to keep it in the center line. I'm doing a terrible job at that. And I cannot even blame it on the wind because I set no wind at all, if I remember correctly. We'll be able to check in a bit. And I forgot to apply some forward pressure. Ooh, I'm so bad. Alright, got it on the center line, and then we can rotate now. Okay. Not a bad rotation. Ooh, there we go. Gonna leave it at 15 degrees for now. Okay. And here we leave. Cool. So, I forgot the gear. Let's go ahead and get the gear up here. And hopefully, yeah, I think the engines are not too loud. So you should be able to hear me just fine. Yep, gear up, sorry. It took me a while to remember about the gear. But it is up and away now. So it's telling me thrust lever to climb. Let's go ahead and pull it to climb. The thrust levers really feel amazing. You actually don't have to guess where the detents are, like with my home setup. You really feel it. Oh, well, I don't know if you saw the auto trim here, but that's also very nice. Oh, and I'm acting like the autopilot's on, but it's not. Either way, I'm only marginally off the flight directors at the moment, so that's good. Got a turn coming up. Let's try do that turn. There we go. And a little down. Let's go ahead and set the... Yeah, I'm just... Ooh, I pulled way too hard there. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the autopilot on. Now that will do that for me, and as we're getting close to our flap over speed, I'll start retracting. Go flaps 1 first. Oops. There we go. And zoom out on the ND a little bit, see the flight path we're going to take. I'm going to go ahead and do flaps 0. I'm going to go ahead and stow this too. Yeah, you should be able to see the auto trim, which is also very nice. Yeah, I think everything else is good. Go get these the nose light off and stuff. Don't know if this would come off now. Retract these for drag. I think that should be a decent configuration. Considering how long I took to get airborne, I will go ahead and do a night. Ooh, you know what we should do? So when I came to Iran-Fly for the first time, which by the way, let me just go ahead and... Oh, TCAS is on standby. Let's get that to TARA, which actually is in line with what I was about to say. When I first came to Iran-Fly, which is the simulator we're at right now, which by the way, if you live near Seville in Spain, this is definitely a place you want to check out. And yeah, so I was saying, I was here for a vacation last April, and I saw there was a flight simulator here and came and checked it out. And if you're in the area, it's definitely something that you would have lots of fun doing too. And one thing that I did to make it, or what Rodolfo, who runs the simulator, did for me to make it even more fun, we did some TCAS resolution advisories. So I think I should be able to set that up. I saw the page on the panel, the instructor panel, to set that up, so maybe we can go ahead and do one of those once we get into cruise. I think that would be quite fun, and keep it interesting throughout. And yeah, so as I was saying, if you're within Spain or coming for a holiday or something, you definitely want to check out Iran-Fly if you want to fly this exact A320 over here. So we're climbing through 6,000 feet. That I think was the transition altitude, so we'll go ahead and set standard here and help out the non-existent first officer to set standard as well. And yeah, everything else looks good. Wait for it to go through 10,000 and then get the rest of the lights off. So again, sorry if I missed a lot of the chat. I'm very confused with what I'm doing right here. Planespotter6, I just saw you were a member for 5 months now. Thank you so much, Planespotter6, for all your support over nearly half a year now. And by the way, oh yeah, I want to tell you, I don't know if I messaged you privately, but I think I did. But if I didn't, Toronto, this is the only place I went to in Canada, but it was definitely my favorite of the 3 cities that I went to on this last vacation. Toronto was amazing. I love it there. So yeah, I have a really, really great impression of Canada, and I really enjoyed it. I want to go back. Yeah, I'm glad that you're happy with Canada as well, because I really loved it. Whereabout are you from in Canada, by the way, if you don't mind sharing in the chat? So we just passed, we passed 10,000 a while ago. Let's get the wing light off. Strobe will stay on. We'll get the logo light off, beacon, and yeah, that's a good config, I think. Lockheed, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Still hate myself. Why, man? So where are you flying to? Still got unfinished homework, and I'm returning to school tomorrow. Oh, that is definitely rough to have to return to school. I'm going to school too soon, but flight school. Don't know exactly when my start day is yet, which is a shame. And right now we're flying to Seville, which is the city where this physical simulator is as well. And we just took off from Barcelona. Thank you again, Lockheed, for your support. I'll do it after the stream, YHF HDCF. From Montreal, okay. So that's, well, not too far away from where I was, but still quite a heavy distance. I got a ton of, I think most maple syrup comes from Quebec, and I got a nice big tub, and it's kind of addicting. Can you tell us about the US vacation? Yeah, maybe I'll get into a little more details on another stream, but yeah, it was a really fun time. I met a friend of mine that I've known for a long time online in New York for the first time, so that was cool. What else? Yeah, like just walking through New York is very interesting because there's so much going on. It's kind of overwhelming, to be honest, but it was definitely a very enjoyable experience. DC was more chill. Probably my least... Oh. Oopsies. Accidentally hit the side stick. Yeah, DC was not bad, but like, I would say that Toronto was my favorite, New York was the next most fun, and then DC was, I'm happy that we went. The approach into DC was amazing. So yeah, that's a little summary. The logo light doesn't work like on Boeing. Oh, hi Spoozy. The logo light doesn't work like on Boeing. Position 1 and 2 do the same thing. It's just two different systems in case one fails. The logo is automatic for under 10K feet. Oh, really? That's very interesting. Thank you. Well, then I guess we leave it on 2. This way, if one fails, it automatically reverts to that. That's good to know. Yeah, that's the same thing that I was getting before, but I ignored it last time, and it's... I can go ahead and reset all faults. Yeah, for now I'm just going to leave it. I think it's okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. And Miosu, thank you so much for the 9,000 Vietnamese dongs. Really appreciate it, Miosu. Hope you've been enjoying this stream. And thanks for your support. Like on every stream, I see you there, and you're always present. It's very nice to see you here as well. Thank you. And Lockheed, thank you so much for 38 Hong Kong dollars. Let me read that. 8 more, I guess. Might not make it through, though, because I still need to finish my homework. It's 22:33 here. I'm surprised that you have homework. I also heard, what's his name? Star Number. He has homework, too, like during the summer. I can't believe teachers will do that. It's so rough. But yeah, good luck with it, and try get it done so you get at least a good start on the first day of school, and you're prepared with that at least. But yeah, no worries if you can't make it through the whole stream. The stream will still stay up afterwards if you're interested in watching this, since it's a bit of a different stream. And yeah, so no worries about that, and good luck with it. What subject is it? If you don't mind being distracted a little more by typing that out. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation, Lockheed. And yeah, that's right, I met LaGuardia, speedrunner PCs. Sorry, I can't watch stream. No worries. Yeah, I can imagine it's very late for you now, so no worries at all about it. Thanks for just peeking in a little bit. And it's not even been a little bit, it's been over an hour now, so yeah. Thanks for coming in. It looks so real. Yeah, it's really amazing to just be surrounded by the stuff that you see digitally. Everything on a flat projection is now real and tactile, and that's really fun in my opinion. Alright, so how about we go ahead and do... I'm going to be missing the chat for a while now, just so you know. Oops, my phone started sliding. We do a... Hold on, I just want to try fix this in-op system message here. Just 1 second. And then I'm also going to do a TCAS alert. I think that will be quite fun, because I enjoyed that last time. That might have been an accidental face reveal. Anyway, let's go ahead. Alright, so we have an intruder, and I think the autopilot will handle this on its own. But you can see I spawned an intruder 20 miles away, and it's 300 feet below. It is descending, it seems. Yeah, because now it's down to 500 feet below. I hope it still issues.
Traffic.
There we go. We got the traffic alert. I'm not going to do anything. I mean, I'm just going to look out. See if I can see it visually there, which I cannot see any lights from it at the moment. It's now 10 miles away, or a little less. And it is coming from below, and it's continuing to descend. So I don't know if it will actually issue an RA because our distance is decreasing. Ooh. My stream rate is going down a bit. I don't think we're gonna get an RA from this. I might have to spawn one 10 miles away because it's descending too much. Or see if I can make it continue on level flight. Yeah, because right now it passed below us. Alright. I mean, in real life that's a good scenario, but I wanted a resolution advisory, so let's try this one more time.
Level off. Level off.
Oh, there we go, we got it, and immediately we got a level off thing.
Increase descent.
Now it wants us to start descending, and you can see it's descending into this green band, which is cool.
Increase
I'm not doing
descent.
anything, autopilot is doing it all for me. There's the intruder, it's 200 feet above, 300. I don't see it visually. I mean, even if I do, it's gonna zap by super fast. 500. So I wonder now if it will continue into the climb. Oh, nice! I just realized that it has an FMA message for TCAS, and now
Conflict.
clear of conflict. I wasn't paying attention to see if we could see it visually, but I mean, I have seen other planes visually, but didn't catch this one. So yeah, now it's switched up to vertical speed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do not open climb. How do I get it back into climb mode? That's the question. I mean, it was basically doing open climb before, but I don't think it said that on the FMA, it said climb. But anyway, that's fine, we'll leave it in open climb and let it continue its path. Oh, I also see it stop turning, which makes sense. So we'll go direct to the next waypoint, which is BL721. Or let's see if there's another good direct. Yeah, we'll do that. So BL721, insert. That's why probably we cannot, if I push it, yeah, now that I'm following the track, I can move it into climb by pushing. So that's cool. Had a nice, and we had another call out, not just climb, but or descend. We got level off at some point because we were already climbing, and the other plane was descending. So if it issued a climb, it would have been like climb, crossing, climb, or something like that, I think. It's a P3D related issue. To fix it, turn off both master switches and turn them back on to fix the issue. Both master switches. You mean these guys? I don't think I'm gonna turn those off. Doesn't sound like a good idea. Simulated compressor stall. When there are so many failures that I can issue, I don't want to because I'm very inexperienced with this, but there are so many failures that I can set on this that I probably could do compressor stall, but I don't want to cause a failure that's beyond my level of being able to solve. It fixes it, I promise. Alright, let's give it a try. Just kidding. Let's also get the seatbelt sign off now. I want any excuse to operate that because it's got a very satisfying sound. Also get this dome light completely off. When stream with the Ishihara rants. Probably the next stream at home where I'm doing a decently long flight. Sorry to be backseat flying. No worries, Spoozy. I'm happy to learn new stuff. When a TCAS TA occurs, you turn all the lights on and look out for traffic depending on SOP. One pilot would call the position as well from the ND. Yeah, that makes complete sense to turn on all the lights. I would have been much more realistic to do it like that. But I'll be honest, I'm completely clueless on how to handle such a situation. I just thought it would be cool to demonstrate how the plane would react to it. But yeah, that makes sense. And I did see a cool clip of, I think it was some Swiss crew, handling such a situation. I thought you wanted to do a flare stream. I do want to do a flare stream, yeah, at some point. But if I had done one like, I mean, first of all, I didn't really have much time the few days I was back between now and coming down to Seville. So, yeah, that will definitely be something that I can't say definitely, but something I hope to do eventually. And if I do like a Canada challenge, like similar to the one that we did in the US and Europe, then Flare would obviously be a reasonable, probably WestJet though, they probably have a better network. But yeah, maybe I would still fly Flare at some point. Lockheed, thank you so much for another 15 Hong Kong dollars. So would you be able to help me with my book reports? What is the book report about? Because I haven't read many books, so it's very unlikely I can help you with it. But yeah, which book is it? I have probably only read like the amount of books you could count on all of your fingers, but yeah. Thank you again, Lockheed, for your donation. My hand's getting tired holding the camera. Do a collab with Swiss 001 and Aaron Ryans. The thing is, like, with a suggestion like that, I don't mind doing a collab, but like it's more about what idea, what would we do that would be like a more special video if we were to collab all together, you know what I mean? If you have a video idea, that would be great. Lockheed, thank you again for another 15 Hong Kong dollars. Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I'm so, like, I'd be so bad with that book report because I haven't even heard of the book to begin with. But yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know a single thing about it. I didn't hear about it before. But good luck with it. Did you read the book at least? Because writing a book report without having read it, I can't say I haven't done that before. I have, because I was very lazy in English class. But yeah, I hope that at least you've read it, so maybe you don't have to struggle as much. And yeah, thank you again, Lockheed, for the donation. Please don't spam in the chat, XX Freyneck. Air Canada, oh my goodness, Planespotter 6. I had quite the rough experience with Air Canada. I mean, of course, they were going through a time that was quite unusual because of the strike, but it was just after the strike, actually, on the, I don't remember the date anymore, but it was like one day after the strike. Not after it was supposed to end, but after it actually ended. And what happened was there was some problem with the tire, it needed to be replaced, and it took them 12 hours to get a tire from, I mean, I presume they got it from Toronto, I don't know where they got it from, but 12 hours to get the tire replaced. Or actually, in the end they didn't get it replaced, they had to send a replacement aircraft. So yeah, that was to get something to get us from DC to Toronto, so that was a shame. And then my aunt had to leave, I mean, not had to, like, was scheduled to leave from Toronto to New York a couple of days later, LaGuardia, and the flight was cancelled after like small delays, and then eventually cancelled. After they had already sat down in the airplane, they like put them in the airplane after like many delays, and then told them to get off. And the plane was towed to the maintenance hangar, and that was it. then they got rescheduled the next day. So Air Canada has been having a rough time lately. That's why I don't fly them, but they have the best network. Oh yeah, of course, but network-wise they'd be good. But they have a very diverse fleet, which would make things complicated for the challenge. So is he gonna have to study? I'll send you a DM on Instagram later. Take care, don't crash, please. Alright, good luck with your studying. Can imagine you've got a lot on your plate, but yeah, good luck with it. It will all be worth it, of course. And yeah, talk to you on Instagram. And I'll do my best to get this plane down in one piece. At least it will always be in one piece since it's a simulator. But yeah, thanks for joining, Spoozy, and have a good rest of your day. Talk to you later. Can you reenact the incident, but this time? I can reenact the cursor incident, but I can't even reenact the cursor incident because I'm using it on my phone. Like, maybe what I could do is say, oh, no way, you changed your profile picture to have like one corner has my thumb inside your profile picture. That's so weird. Oh, I'm so stupid. It's just my thumb over your profile, but there's no cursor, so that's the best I can do. I got mass and balance right now. Actually quite fun when EASA doesn't want to be funny, change units. Oh, yeah, too many units to keep track of, but that's good that you're enjoying that subject at least. Good luck with it. Probably because my mic is different, aviation lover, and I'm also in quite a big room with a lot of empty space, so it might be echoing a little more, I have no idea, but probably mostly because I'm recording on my phone. Did I not already accidentally face reveal plane lover 123 when I was trying to set the camera up on the throttles? How much time is left for this flight? Good question. Let's take a look. So, if we... Whoopsies. There we go. Back in line and get the autopilot on again. We take a look here. We got 1552. And it's 49. Something seems wrong. It says we're gonna land... Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was, yeah, it's a different hour. So apparently we got still an hour or something. That also doesn't seem right, because the flight was supposed to be shorter. Yeah, because I did change the route to be one that goes a little bit more to the east. To the west, sorry. Let's go ahead and take a shortcut to Monto. So we'll go deer, and then type out so, like so, and we want the one that is in the northern hemisphere. It doesn't draw, oh, it does draw a line, good, so let's insert it. That should save a bit of time, so now it says 49 instead of 52. We saved 3 minutes, amazing. I had to do that earlier. I didn't. Well, maybe you'll get lucky later on, plane lover, or unlucky, however you see it. Is there an option for 9-degree nose gear? What do you mean by that? Lockheed, thank you so much for another 15 Hong Kong dollars. Can I help you face reveal? I don't know what exactly you mean by that, but I don't need any help. Let's just put it that way. But thank you, Lockheed, for the donation. And don't forget about the book report you have to write too. What do you think about Boeing 777 Lux? The Boeing 777 is really a great plane. I got to see the cockpit for the first time a couple days in real life. It was actually smaller than I thought because I had this image in my head that it was going to be like a mansion in there. But it kind of feels similar to the A320 cockpit space-wise, to be honest. I mean, yeah, it's probably because I had really high expectations for its size. But yeah, it's very cool, and I like flying it in the simulator. The only problem is that I don't like the routes it usually flies on. Do any failure you can handle, please do it. Oh nice, this message stopped. Speaking of failures, I mean, what kind of failure would you want? Wiper failure, maybe? I don't know. Also, what I'm gonna do for now, I'm gonna set the camera up on a tripod while we're in cruise, so I can get it charging a little bit, because I have no idea on my battery situation. I'm gonna get it charging. This way I do not run out of battery midstream, because that would be quite a shame if it ended because I wasn't charging. So let's set this up. There we go. I hope I'm not covering the mic or something. And we'll leave it like this. Cool. Let me go ahead and get my phone real quick. Oh yeah, and I need to actually plug it in to get it charging. There we go. All right. Engine failure, then relight it. Lockheed, thank you for the donation. Bit of a personal question. I think most people would say it's not. Oh, sorry, I forgot I need to face my actual camera. I turned around, but I forget where I need to speak because I don't have a headset on. But yeah, I was saying, I think it depends who you ask, but I think most people would find it a bit too close in the family. Yeah, that's my take on it. Let me go ahead and take a look at the failures list, by the way. See what kind of interesting ones I can find. Alright, look through the failures, but I did not decide to take one. Lockheed, thank you for another 15 Hong Kong dollars. I think you're forgetting a little bit about the book report. Why are you flying at night? So I'm flying at night because, well, first of all, night flying is beautiful, and you don't, like, the scenery looks better at night because you don't see all the imperfections. But then also, I was recording the ChatGPT video at night because I want to look as realistic as possible. And one thing that that cannot really be simulated the same way in the day is the brightness inside the cockpit, because in real life you have the sun shining inside it, but in a simulator you have a projection of the outside, which is all bright, but then there isn't as much light coming into the flight deck. So I think it looks much cooler when you have a night flight deck. I mean, it's really nice and cozy, so that's why I chose to do it at night. I didn't see a wiper failure option, Flight Chan Ayub, actually. I did look for it, but I didn't see it. So, as you can see, mind, you cannot see it. But we are no, we're actually really far from it still. Turn on wipers. I don't know if they work actually. Yeah, that's an interesting question. If they will actually work anyway, maybe they are fake. Slow. I mean, I don't know if the Airbus has a protection, because this would definitely be above the speed, I would imagine, for the wipers to come out. I put them on slow. Let's go on fast. I don't see anything, but I would imagine that the Airbus would not allow you to put on the wipers while at cruise, because they'd probably rip off at this speed. So I don't know if it's simulated or if it's just Airbus. Lockheed, thank you so much for another 15 Hong Kong dollars. About the cost for the full motion sim, if you save up all the little donations, then you should be able to go there. But I don't remember how much it was. I think it was probably like $250 for like 30 minutes. So yeah, I mean, $250 doesn't sound that bad, but then when you hear 30 minutes, you're like, okay, that's gonna come and go super fast. So that's why I chose not to do it. I'm talking about the one in Washington, D.C., so you can check on their website. I don't know their name, but if you just search Flight Simulator Washington, D.C., you'll see a 737 full motion. When will you descend? Got a little bit to go till top of descent. It says at 15:29, so we got around half an hour to descend. You can see the time over here. I don't know if it's... Yeah, I think you can read that from the camera. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Lockheed, again, thank you so much. If you like cheese, thank you for the 15 Hong Kong dollar donation. I really think you need to get a financial advisor, but yeah, and cheese is... I had a cheese, ham and cheese thing earlier today, sandwich. It is pretty good, but cheese is... I think I've already gone on a cheese rant before. You asked me to talk about cheese. It has a little bit of risk involved, because it can be really good, or like decently good, but also can be very stinky and bad. Speedrunning PCs, thank you so much for another €2 donations. Can't moderate the chat here. That is another level of privilege that comes later on. The speedrunning PCs. Luckily, I have full control over that, and Star Number cannot go ahead and start handing out moderators like cookies. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation, and eventually I will give it to you here to the speedrun PCs. You'd probably be really good for here, because we need a bit of strictness here with the spamming, I would say. Yeah. YHFHDCF, thank you so much for the one gifted membership. So there's one lucky person here, Blue Pyro Tech. Congratulations to you for getting that membership. Don't forget to thank YHFHDCF, and by the way, cute profile picture, for the membership. Thank you, appreciate that. Lockheed, another 15 Hong Kong dollars. So I ate moldy cheese today. Should I see the doctor? I am not the right person to ask. Maybe I would say ask ChatGPT, but ChatGPT will probably say yes, even if you don't need to. I don't know. Like, I have no idea if one would see the doctor. What do other people say? Everyone's saying yes. Oh, maybe you should then. I don't know how big of a deal that is. Yeah. Hopefully it's a joke. Thank you again, Lockheed, for the donation. Oh, I just realized you said you want membership. You reminded me. I can probably give away some memberships. So let me go ahead and do that right now. See if I have... Wait. I probably can give them away tomorrow, but not today. Let me take a look. I've already sent on the last stream, all the free memberships for this month. If it was one day later, I would be able to give them to you, but unfortunately, I have none today. But yeah, I'll probably do a stream within September at some point. So I think I've been doing like one stream a month. So I'm making use of all of them. And by the way, guys, if you've been enjoying, I see we're close to 100 likes. If you've been enjoying the stream, feel free to leave a like on it. That would be really awesome. Lockheed can't use ChatGPT in Hong Kong. I use Poe. I've never heard of Poe, and I'm surprised that. Maybe not surprised. But yeah, because it's Hong Kong, I would have thought that maybe it wouldn't be banned there. But yeah, I remember the struggle in mainland China. Like everything, literally everything was blocked for me. VPN was useful, but connecting to it was a bit of a nightmare. I think the Wi-Fi would not always work when I connected to it. But yeah, thank you so much, Lockheed, for the donation. And Planespotter6, thank you for the $6.99 CAD. By the way, you remind me of something which I need to get to. Thank you, though, Planespotter6. This will have to be my only donate. I'm a little low on money. No worries at all. I mean, you don't have to feel like you need to donate anything at all. I really don't want anyone to think that. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Just watching the stream, that's like the most important thing. Just having people to talk with and share the experience with. But yeah, thank you for your generosity, Planespotter6. And speaking of Canadian dollars, you reminded me, one thing I loved about Toronto, maybe you don't think so too, I don't know, like, but for me, because I had the impression of New York before, which is really expensive, and also Luxembourg, which was quite expensive, but I was shocked by how cheap food is. Now, like the hotel, for example, that was extremely expensive apparently, but like food, McDonald's, everything was like literally half the price of what I'm used to seeing, and that was really cool to see that. I don't know if that's a thing throughout Canada or just Toronto or something, but it was really great to see the prices there. I liked it a lot. Lockheed, thank you. I think you've reached the limit now for the 15 Hong Kong dollars. How much does it take for me to ship UN star number? What means how much does it take? You can ship whenever you want. Shipping is just making a statement of belief, I guess, not necessarily, no one has to take part in it. So yeah, thank you again. Oh my goodness. The speedrunning PCs, thank you for another €2 donation. How much does a stream make you apart from donos? Good question. I can take a look at the analytics in a moment. Thank you for your donation, and I will get the answer for that in just a second, because I saw Planespotter6 lied a little bit. He said it's the last, or the first and last, but he threw in a second donation there. $2.79. Thank you so much, Planespotter6. Toronto is one of the most expensive in Canada. Really? So that means it only gets better from there. I have to go to Montreal next then and see how it is there. But yeah, that's really awesome then to hear that it just gets even cheaper. I don't know how the food is so cheap there in Canada compared. Maybe again, like my image of prices is skewed because of Luxembourg and New York, but it kind of felt like I expected it to be a really expensive place, like you're saying, because it's Toronto, but on par with like places like London, New York, and so on, and Luxembourg, even though that's an insignificant tiny country. And in the end, it was like the price of going to Eastern Europe or something like that, which was just a bit surprising. So yeah, you'll see how much it costs to live and for groceries. Right, maybe that's different. I was speaking about like restaurants, but like fast food, especially like McDonald's. Let me go ahead and answer the speedrunning PC's question. I just need to look at my laptop for 1 second. Okay, so stat number 1. The last stream, which got 17,000 views, without memberships and donations, brought in €40 from ad revenue. I'll go check another one just for reference. So, and then the one before that with 3,500 views brought in €5.60. So that's kind of your answer, I guess. Lockheed, thank you so much for the 15 Hong Kong dollars. Can we collab on a plane spotting picture I took here in Luxembourg? That would be really cool. Yeah, go ahead, send me the picture, and we can then discuss it on Instagram while we were plane spotting together. Please don't spam 14 lesha. I will probably accidentally do one in this stream, but we'll see. Do you have enough fuel for the destination? Yeah, I have more than enough. I think we started with 10,800 kilos, and the Simbrief wanted 8,000 kilos. So yeah, we're good. Fuel is not a problem, and we're still chilling with 7,600 kilos right now, which you can see over there, maybe. Yep, you should be able to see it in the bottom left corner there. Yeah, that's true, by the way. Like, it's not even a reveal at this point, Mark. We have another flight, or is this one the end? This one is the end. I mean, I'm thinking, by the way, what else could we do? I know you guys were asking for failures, but is there anything else we could do in this one? Not sure. Yeah, and I don't want to give spoilers, but it was so fun doing the ChatGPT thing. It was fun and also frustrating. I mean, I already revealed that the ChatGPT pretty much crashed the plane. But yeah, I honestly expected it to be better. It was far, far worse than I thought. So if you ever find yourself in a plane, I mean, all of you guys know about planes more than ChatGPT probably. Or not, ChatGPT knows a lot, but when you ask it for help for such a big task, it just doesn't help anywhere near as much as it should. So yeah, no one should rely on that if they need to land an airplane. Fun fact, pastries in Lux is cheaper than Hong Kong. Really? That's crazy. I wouldn't have expected that at all, because mainland China itself was very cheap. Thank you so much, though, for the 15 Hong Kong dollars, Lockheed Aerospace. I appreciate it. Simulated go-around? That's a good idea, the speedrunning PCs. I love it. Let's do a simulated go-around for some extra fun over here. Maybe I can put birds or something. That would be cool. I got to take a look at the instructor panel. But yeah, thank you so much for the idea and the €2 donation, speedrunning PCs. That was awesome. Let me go ahead and take a look at the panel real quick. Okay, so instead of birds, I think I set wind shear at 200 feet. So that should be pretty cool, and hopefully that I was able to do that correctly. And wind shear escape in this plane, no idea. I guess just toga, nose up 15 degrees, leave the gear down, leave the flaps. That should be it. Check the spoilers are up. But yeah, that was a great idea. YHF HDCF, thank you for another 5 gifted memberships. Let's see if Mark got lucky. Did not get lucky, but congrats to everyone else who did get it. And yeah, don't forget to thank YHF HDCF. Really appreciate your generosity. Lockheed with another 15 Hong Kong dollar donation. Do a water landing like Sully in the A320. I think Seville is quite far away from any water. But yeah, I do want to land on a runway, preferably. For this one, that's going to be much more fun than on water. I don't know how the simulator is going to behave because most flight sims, probably P3D included, do not have great water physics. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion and the donation, Lockheed. I appreciate it. Yep, sea generating PCs, you read my mind. Wind shear was a great idea. Thank you so much for the €2 donation. That's what I have set at 200 feet. And if there is no wind shear, you guys in the chat can just yell wind shear, and I will do the go around at 200 anyway. Yeah, hopefully. Someone said I missed the. I read the comment, but I didn't see who sent it. To do the like flight attendant call thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Very satisfying. We have the. Quickly show you. There's the button. Oh, I was going to do the. What is that? RCDR. I guess that's the combined with the CVR. Yeah, I was going to do the CVR erase. Anyway, here we wanted to do this. Why did it flicker that? Oh, I actually did the CVR erase by mistake. Interesting that the time flashes when you do that. Maybe a simulator quirk, maybe a real A320 quirk, I have no idea. Alright, let me pull out the chat. Lockheed, another 15 Hong Kong dollars. I think you've done all 10 that you said you wanted to do at the beginning, or whichever number you said. Try inverting the A320 and tell me what you feel. I will not feel anything, Lockheed. It's a fixed-base simulator, so there's nothing I would feel. But even if it was a full-motion sim, it would just move to the max that it can turn, I guess, and at that point there's nothing more it can really do. But yeah. Thank you again for another 15 Hong Kong dollars. And Planespotter 6 also is going a little over budget here. Be careful, don't waste all your money, Planespotter 6. But thank you so much for your generous donation. I gotta go. I have training session on VATSIM because I'm gonna be a controller on the Toronto FIR. This is the last one, I promise. No worries, and thank you so much. And good luck. That's really cool though. So you said, yeah, training session. I thought it was a test, but yeah, even that is very exciting. So yeah, cool, good luck on the training, and then maybe if I get back into VATSIM, you'll be my controller. And since you're doing the FIR, you'd be able to do everything top down. So that's really cool. Nice. Well yeah, have fun with it, and good luck, Planespotter 6. Thank you so much for joining me on the stream. Bro, answer your emails. I promise I will answer my emails. I just have a lot of emails that are unanswered, so I'm getting through them, but slowly but steadily. Lockheed, thank you for another 15 Hong Kong dollar donation. Should I read the 330-340 training manual? If you haven't read the book for your book report yet, you should definitely read that one. Yeah, I mean, if you find it fun, I've never bothered to read like a full training manual. I look sometimes at the 737 FCOM, like just random snippets for fun, or when I'm trying to learn something. But reading the whole training manual from start to finish might not be all that useful or all that fun. But if you enjoy it, yeah, it obviously depends on the person. Some people would find that fun. So yeah, then why not? But that's my take. Thank you again for your donation and generosity, Lockheed. Did you know? Oh, I thought it said calculate. Means shut up in Spanish. I did not know that. My Spanish skills begin where they end, which is nowhere. 12 minutes until descent. Oh, how do you know? You can't even see the MC, do you? But anyway, maybe you've just been counting down since I last said it. So let's see if you're right. 15:29. What do you say? 12 minutes? 29? Yeah, you're right. 12 minutes. Oh, you said as the last one you promised. You broke the promise, Plane Spotter 6. But thank you for the donation. I will be back in 45 minutes. All right, that's quite a quick training session. Then you should catch. Let's see, 45 minutes. That's a little 49. Yeah, you'll probably catch the second landing, or like the actual landing, not the go around, I think. But yeah, thank you for the donation. And Lockheed already with another one. Didn't that minute pass? 5 more to go, and I'm doing my homework. That is not a wise thing to do, I have to say. But thank you for the donation. And yeah, but it'd be best if you did your homework during the cruise, and then you'd be back for the landing. But I don't know if you prefer the cruise or the landing, because basically cruise I'm talking to chaps, not doing anything with the plane. Landing, I am landing the plane, which is exciting, but I basically ignore the chat. JW89, hello, sorry if I missed your messages. Scrolling up. Oh, it's just a good day I'm back. Well, maybe I missed it several times, I don't know. But anyway, welcome JW89. Welcome back, I did miss. Yeah, thank you for joining. Speedrunning PCs, I see what you mean, but it's not like I ignore normal comments for the and only read the donations. I read normal comments, but then when I get like too many donations, then there's like never like as soon as I finish with one, responding to one, then I just jump to the next one right away, and it never gives me the chance to read the normal comments. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. Plane Spotter 6, you're becoming like Lockheed. Thank you so much for another 279 Canadian. I think your channel gets the most donations. I have no idea, I don't watch many streamers, but yeah, I'm really overwhelmed and impressed like how many people are donating, and so much. Like you and Lockheed especially, like that he just speaks in donations basically. It's really insane. But yeah, thank you for sharing, and yeah, I hope it's somehow worth it. I feel like it's not, but if there's something I can do to make it better for you, let me know. JW89, coming back from my firefighter school, 7 days, 10 hours. That's really cool. 7 days, 10 hours though, that's really crazy. That you've been doing, so you did 70 hours of training in 1 week? Because that's really a lot. But yeah, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months on the A320 level. This is what we're in right now. And yeah, really getting close to the captain's stripes. You see, speedrun PCs, you're doing it too. I was just about to read normal chat, and the moment I could, you sent in the €5 donation using the pay-to-win tactic. But yeah, Turquoise this time. Yep, thank you so much for the €5 donation. But yeah, anyway, now I think I can read the normal chat. Thank you, the speedrunning PCs though. Hey, never mind, there's another one right away. So it is really pay to win, but I'm trying to get to the normal ones, but then another one pops in every time. Lockheed, thank you for another 15 Hong Kong dollars. Can I hop on a call with you and help with a checklist? Not on this stream, because I'm using one phone. I mean, I could use this one, but like I'm already overwhelmed enough with running this stream. Getting on a call would make things even more confusing for me. But thanks for your offered help, and thank you for your generosity, but not today, unfortunately. Alright, now, normal chat. So, promise me that you will answer emails soon. I absolutely... Soon? Wait, no, promise soon? I cannot, but promise eventually I can. Yeah, that's all I can say at the moment. Nitro VR, shout out to you, thanks for being in the stream. We're approaching the top of descent. Let me go ahead and zoom in on the map a little bit. We have 22 miles to go. And 2 back-to-back. Lockheed, another 15 Hong Kong dollars. Can I do with you on the next stream like call? I'll be honest, I'm not Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Like my whole screen, apart from the Miyosu ball in between, is just donations. I'm not a big fan of calling on stream. Like, if we're playing like a game together or something, sure, but generally I think it makes things quite confusing. Like, also if, like, for example, when I was doing the what's it called, the challenge, like getting on the call with the other participants and stuff. Yeah, it depends on the context, Lockheed. So yeah, I hope you understand. JW89, thank you so much for the $5.99. I do owe you another pizza. We should go get another pizza together one of these days, or maybe not one of these days. We're not at school yet. I don't think you're at school yet either. Yeah, let's add one pay to win for me. Yeah, you're also helping to make it pay to win. Yeah, thank you though. Yeah, the speedrunning PC is capitalizing on the pay to win tactic as well. You sounded so depressed in WIC demo. I was so like tired to hear it. Like, I didn't want to, because I guess you haven't dealt with me being like the anti Discord mod person for long enough, but I literally hate bots on Discord. I meant anti-bot. So yeah, like I thought the presentation was going to be something like about airplanes or whatever. Like, I don't know what it was going to be about, but when I found out it's just about adding a bot, I was like, oh my goodness. It was a depressing experience, the speedrunning PCs. But yeah, sorry, I was kind of exhausted as well. Thank you for the €2 donation. And yeah, and by the way, I am sorry that I was like that though, because it's not cool. I know you're trying to help. Yeah, I'm a very fussy person, I'll give you that. I'm actually unable to keep up with the donation chat. This is crazy. Planespotter 6 is still here. Where's your lesson going? Is it not happening? I don't even know what you're referring to. You just said me too. I forgot what you're referring to. You don't have to donate to say it. I will do my best to catch it. But thank you so much for the $2.79 Canadian. Okay. Lockheed, I demand you to ship me some croissants from Luxembourg. I have no idea how I'm supposed to ship you croissants from Luxembourg. They're gonna be disgusting by the time they arrive there. But if you save up the donation money, then maybe you can go to, not even Luxembourg, go to France, which would be even better for croissants. But yeah, thank you Lockheed for the 15 Hong Kong dollars. And why is half the chat deleted? Was somebody spamming? I guess so, I don't know. And another, yeah, you did it anyway. Pay to win, and it starts in 5 minutes. I see, okay, so you're gonna use these 5 minutes. But what happened to the last donation thing, Planespotter 6? I keep pulling my phone closer to my mouth, like it's got the microphone, but it's this other phone that has the microphone. I hope I'm speaking okay. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation, and now it's really, you've done more than enough. You said you are running low, so be careful that you don't hit the limit. So, normal chat, because Lux is only reads super chat. I'm trying not to, but I'm not going to ignore a super chat, that's for sure. I think that would be very mean. But then sometimes I don't get the chance to read the normal chat. Why am I feeling like I hear Misty in the background? It's just a feeling, because Misty is, I don't know, like maybe, I can't guess distance, but very many kilometers away from me. She can meow loud, but not that loud. There are no cats, but imagine, that would be an interesting video, like, if you just had like 15 cats inside the flight deck, what kind of havoc would it cause? But I don't really see it causing that much havoc, because they wouldn't really like flick any switches, they don't have that much strength. I mean, they could if they wanted to try, but to do it accidentally, I don't think they could. Lockheed Aerospace, I'm sorry to hear that. As I said, if you want to talk in DMs, you can go ahead, and everything I said there is still up. You can go ahead and talk to me about it. If not, that's also cool. Yeah, try push through your homework, and honestly, it will be so much better if you push through it all at once and don't have, because you're kind of only half enjoying things if you know that you have to do that homework in the background the entire time, and then you still have to do that homework. So like, just relieve yourself of having to think about the homework altogether by just completing it. And yeah, then you'll be good to go and be able to enjoy the rest of your day a little more than thinking about that homework all the time. Thank you for the donation, Lockheed. Speedrunning PCs, no worries, I'm confused. We even managed to get WIC. Really? I think then you learn another thing about me, the speedrunning PCs, and that is the fact that, wait, hold on, we're getting close to TP. Yeah, we're good for a moment. I have to do the approach data though in a moment, but anyway, the other thing, I hate bots, but I also hate telling people in my server no, because I feel like I'm always the, how do you say it, like, I always say no to everything that's proposed, which I actually don't, but I always want to, so instead of being too bossy, I'm like, alright, fine, I'll let it slide. So yeah, I think you'd be surprised that most of the things you want, you could probably get away with it, the speedrunning PCs. But yeah, thank you for the donation, and please don't start suggesting other bots and make me have to say no. What's this anti-advice Plane Spotter 6? Lockheed, no, don't do your homework. That's not good advice. Follow my one instead. Thank you for the donation though, Plane Spotter 6, I appreciate it. Now you guys are using the donation to chat with each other. Lockheed, the end of the day for me is in 32 minutes. Okay, I mean, either way, even if you carry it on to the next day, then you're going to still have it in your mind for later. Like, you get what I mean, obviously. It's not gonna make a difference if the day officially ends in 32 minutes. Just the longer you wait with that homework, the more you're gonna not be able to enjoy any other tasks throughout your day. But thank you for the donation, Lockheed Aerospace. JW89, please chill, JW89. But then you gotta check your WhatsApp and Discord. For what? You want me to? I can't check WhatsApp right now. I literally have no way to check it. I was trying to check it earlier. The Discord. Yeah, Discord, I have some DMs. Oh, I passed TD. Thank you for the donation. I will check them after the stream though, as promised, or as usual. Just takes me a while with Discord, but if it's more urgent, just get to me on WhatsApp, by the way. Plane Spotter 6, thank you for the 279 Canadian. I mean, don't. Oh, okay, you're telling do your own. My bad. Sorry for attacking about that, Plane Spotter 6. Yeah, that is good advice then, to do your homework. Thank you so much. The speedrunning PCs, your neighbor is paying you. Yeah, that's the funny thing, because I'm gonna pay him back, like, go get some pizza together or something. But when we do stuff like that, when we repay each other, but getting paid through donations, it kind of goes to YouTube, because that's why I say I made it clear, like, if like Lockheed or even you, the speedrunning PCs, if someone's made like a bunch of donations and they feel like, oh damn, I feel like I've messed up, I want, like, can you refund me these donations or something like that, like, generally speaking, I would hope that people are like making their own good financial decisions, but I'm not going to be a monster and say no, like, I'll give it back, but then, like, I also wouldn't want it to be a regular thing, because, I mean, I would do it once and then tell them, like, please don't donate again if you're not sure that you can make that donation, because in the end, basically what I'll be doing is just paying YouTube, because 30% always goes to YouTube, so if I pay you back for the €2, then we've given 60 cents to YouTube for nothing, so yeah. Yeah, I think I did ask you, Lockheed. You need to invite me to WeChat, Lockheed Aerospace. Thank you for the 15 Hong Kong dollars, and thank you to the speedrunning PCs. So, all right, let's start with this descending, because I got a little carried away here. I'm not going to be seeing the chat at the moment, so I am sorry in advance for missing things. And let me get my phone off the charger. Where's the hook for the cable? Here. It's not even a hook for the cable, I'm just using it as that. So, and unscrew it. There we go. Alright, so my favorite tool, the lever of shame. I mean, let's first start descending. So we're gonna set 10,000 in here. Overshot it. There we go, 10,000. Push it. So now we're descending, and now it's time for the lever of shame. Full. I don't know if we're above a speed limit for it. I think on the 7.3 it's 300 knots, so that should be good. So, let's see. We can see our deviation right now. Why is this frozen? Uh-oh. No, it's not. But why does it say clear here? That's not good. Anyway, the other one is fine if you need to use that. So, what did I want to check? Yeah, and the progress page, we're 6,500 feet too high. That messed up very badly there. Might have to do a little bit of a holding pattern at some point, but we'll monitor that later. For now, we'll enter the destination data. So that's going to be in perf, next phase. There we go. Enter destination data. I don't know what that clear was, but now it's gone. And yeah, we got standard conditions 1013. Temp format error. What did I type last time? 1013. There we go. Maybe I don't know. Completely 15 degrees at sea level. I don't know the elevation at Seville, but it cannot be that different. I just saw in the corner of my eye a donation from Planespotter 6. Thank you for the 279 Canadian. Now I'm going. I promise I'll be right back. See you in 45 minutes, Planespotter 6. Good luck on your lesson. Have fun. And thank you so much for all your generosity. I appreciate it. Oh, and another one from the speedrunning PCs. Let's get to that. €2. Thank you so much. The speedrunning PCs. Making mistakes should never bring you shame. Are you talking to me or somebody else? Yeah, I agree with you. Good advice. Thank you for the donation. So let's go. I'm just going to leave it at 15. I imagine that it's sea level. I don't think it is. Can we check if it is sea level somewhere here? I'm thinking. No, I'm going to check on Navigraph. Let's take a look. So we got Navigraph on a phone is so cursed, especially when you're looking through another phone. We got an elevation of, that's not the right chart. Nah, it's too blurry. Where's the elevation? 111. So yeah, 15 degrees is fine for that. Why is it adding thrust? Are we at the right altitude already? We are. Nice. We can stow the lever of shame. Okay. Like that's maybe why you're saying like mistakes should never bring you shame because of the say lever of shame. It wasn't a mistake. Like I mean, I overshot the thing. I knew I was overshooting it, but I was still trying to get through the chat. But yeah, I agree that like one shouldn't be bullying someone if one needs to use the speed brake because one didn't have a perfect descent management. Like it's not actually something to be ashamed of. It's just a little joke. All right, so what did I want to do? That's good. We're already on those speed brakes. Did a good job. Or maybe the descent was calculated to be very shallow because we made it. So anyway, we got. What did I want to say? We got. Yeah, we want to go here. Wind, we got none. Though we will have wind shear apparently, because I said it. And the minimums, let me take a look at the minimums. We're going to have minimums of 324 feet. Decision altitude, so borrow 324 and there. And that looks good to me. Did I do everything that I need to? I don't think there is any checklist until approach on the A320, or at least on the checklist I'm using here. Yeah. We can get the seatbelt sign on already though, yeah. Struggling to get in the slot. There we go. Seatbelts on. Just for fun. Okay, let's zoom into the map here a little bit. Okay, so this is looking pretty good here. And why does it say MDA? I think it's supposed to be a decision altitude, not a minimum descent altitude. I think. I don't know. probably have something set up wrong. Anyway, then let's go ahead and arm this already, because why not? There's nothing else to do at this time, I would say. I'm also going to set auto brake to medium, because I'm not going to calculate if I can use low. And let me open the chat again. Planespotter 6, there's so many guys. You should be donating now because I'm missing half the stuff. Planespotter 6, thank you so much for the 279 Canadian. I got the WinWing MCU, best purchase I've made. Yeah, I agree. Like, if there's any piece of hardware to get on a flight sim after a side stick, like, and especially you're on a budget, MCU from WinWing or a FMC or a CBU, it's so it makes flight simming so much more fun. I mean, it removes the tedious part, like, because that's the most frustrating part in my opinion, like having to click things with your mouse, like, and so many things, like typing on a keyboard with a mouse is just cursed. So yeah, it's definitely a great thing to have. Glad that you like it. And no, you didn't, oh sorry, you didn't ignore me at all. Lockheed, was a fun time spotting and fun time giving a tour of Luxembourg. I hope you enjoyed that tour. I wasn't sure if I was showing the interesting things or not, but yeah, it was a good time. Did I miss some Planespotter 6? Or no, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Yeah, sorry. But don't send a donation saying read my donut. I mean, that's fair enough actually to complain, but I feel bad because you donated again just to say read my donut. But you said it was the last time again. Where's the training session? I feel like it was a joke at this point. Yeah, thank you for the donation, Planespotter 6. Alright, so we're slowing down. That's good to see. I hope the wind shear will come on. When will we have the next stream? Probably sometime in September. But I know that's a very useless statement, because it's not very helpful time-wise. Planespotter 6, another 279 Canadian. I said in the other one I'm leaving. Now I will be right back. Oh, you did say you'll be back very soon. So what happened to the lesson then? Did it get cancelled or something? Thank you for the 279 Planespotter 6. Lockheed Aerospace. Ignore this dono. I want to say I might stop YouTube. I don't know what to do, because on one hand, ignoring it feels wrong, but that was literally the request. So what's to do in such a situation? I have to say thank you. Alright, we're at 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and lower this further. I'm gonna move the seat up closer too, because I can hardly reach stuff from here. See, we're losing our target alt, or our VNAV path, or whatever they call it in Airbus. Alright, now I can reach things. We'll go down to whatever the platform altitude is here. 1.5? That seems pretty low, but alright. Yeah, 1.5, and then we start the 3-degree glide slope. Okay. Let's descend, push it in. Descent, engine spooling back. And let's look at our progress page. We're 1,000 feet high. I'm going to go ahead and get the speed brake. Now we can do half. And it's cool, you can see flight controls, speed brakes out. City in front. I don't know if that is Seville, but again, just a recap for people who haven't been here throughout the entire stream. We've been flying from Barcelona to Seville, and we are getting, we went through 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get these lights on. Alright, so yeah, we're flying to Seville, and it's so far been good. We're gonna have some wind shear on the approach and do a go around, and then come back into land. And yeah, Seville is actually the place where you can fly this full A320 simulator. So if you are interested in giving this simulator a try for yourself, you can visit huronfly.com, or I mean, yeah, that's the website. So I found them on Google Maps. And yeah, I came here around a year and a half ago, and thankfully the owner and also an instructor here from almost all of the sessions, I think. It's really nice, really fun as an instructor, and yeah, he let me come in here and record some content and this live stream. So yeah, it's been really great, and if you're in the area, you might want to give this a try. So let's see our... Yeah, we're getting a bit closer on the path here. It's separating again. Keep an eye on it. Let's see the chat. Alright. Disconnect autopilot now. I'm gonna keep it flying like this for the moment. So I can continue recording a little better too. He will go around? Yes, I will hope. I mean, I'll go around anyway, but for the fun. But hopefully it will be due to wind shear. I see we can switch. We're past the transition level, so we can push it now. Push. So yeah, I was saying, yeah, I will do a go around. Hopefully there will be a wind shear alert, because I set the sim up to give me one at 200 feet. But I'm not very familiar with P3D or ProSim, so I might have set it up incorrectly. So we should see the runway up ahead soon. I'm surprised I don't see it, because there shouldn't be any clouds blocking, and we are almost in line. I mean, yeah, it's far away still, so that's probably why. It's, yeah, 12 miles away. Just darkness at the moment. Hello. You are too high. Are we too high? Yeah, we are a little bit too high. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the speed brakes out to full. You can see this. I think those two will come out too, maybe. Maybe slowly. I don't know how it works on an Airbus. Alright, let's go ahead and zoom in. Should also start configuring here, so we're gonna go ahead and do flaps 1. Yeah, the speed is fine, I think. What was the speed? Flaps 1, 230. Yeah, we're good. And yeah, because I can't put these fix rings around here, like I usually put on the 737, I actually don't notice how close I am to the airport until I really get close. Why do I still not see anything? There shouldn't be any clouds set up, unless I said it wrong. Oh. Actually, there might be clouds. I think I just changed the time, but I forgot to remove the clouds. But that's fine. I mean, clouds are cool too. Alright, we're slowing down even further. We're 800 feet high now. Really? And yeah, I should have activated approach mode further out, so... Because now... Speed limit exceed. I'm getting confused. I'm actually going to have to go around due to an unstabilized approach.
2,500.
Alright, now I got through the cloud. I can see below. Let's go ahead and get this gear down for extra drag. I'll go ahead and stow this and use the gear for the drag instead. We're 5 miles out though. We should be able to fully configure, or should be fully configured very soon now. Otherwise it's going to be too late. Flaps 2.
2,000.
I see the runway lights. Flaps 3. Oh no, this is not gonna work out. I mean, we're still high, aren't we? Progress, 600 feet high. But I want to hear the wind shear thing. Oh, and I forgot the island. Oh, I did so many bad things. I mean, localizer should capture, but yeah, we're not gonna make it. You see, now we've reached the final approach point and leveling off 1,500, and we are not gonna make it. So let's go ahead and this is such a lame go around. We'll go ahead and do toga. And we'll do gear up. Oh my goodness, flaps. Is it flaps 1? I have no idea what flap setting to use afterwards, but alright. I think we can already go down to climb. This is very bad. I'm breaking the plane. VF, yeah, okay. The flaps are fully in now. Okay, that was... And we're overspeeding like crazy. Oh, I didn't pull it back to climb. I left it in MCT. And we're not climbing because of this. I'm so bad, sorry, my bad. I didn't ever set the missed approach altitude, so we didn't go anywhere. We just accelerated. What a terrible go around, my bad. Alright, let's start climbing then. We'll do an open climb. Leave it as it is with the speed. Yeah, I'll go ahead and select the speed myself. Oops. We'll do 230. I don't know the missed approach procedure. I didn't review it. We'll just take the... yeah, I can see here probably the missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. So we'll go up to 4,000 and open climb. Okay. Sorry about that. That was really terrible. I gotta make sure that the time is okay, because yeah, now it's getting a bit late. And I said I would be done at around 1800. So maybe that would have to be the go around, a no wind shear go around. We'll just power through the wind shear and hopefully not crash, since we already had to go around due to my terrible descent management. Very disappointed in myself. Okay, so this is still armed. Okay, let's see what the chat is saying about my big mess up. Where are you flying over? We just flew over Seville and we're turning back around to give it another shot because I messed it up. Yeah, that's the situation at the moment. Thank you so much, Jay Cody, for the compliment. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you enjoy them. So let's take a look at what the plane is going to be flying right now. It's taking us to a waypoint called Wekau. I still see these things, though. Hold on. Let's take a look at what this plane wants to do a little bit. So, I think that gives a good picture. So this is us, or then we got Nikau. Manual. Oh, that means. And there's a discon, and then we go here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do heading select 090. There we go. Fly a downwind leg, and then do a direct to the waypoint CF27, and that should be good. Just make sure I come in at the right altitude for that. Yeah, I mean, I'll do a direct to FI27 where we must be at 1,500. I already set this in here, 15, like so. There's the runway over there. Yeah, what else? So now this time I have it set up properly. I remember once I was so confused why approach mode wasn't, like, I couldn't capture the ILS and whatever. I didn't see the signals from it, and I thought it was a bug in Microsoft Flight Sim because I forgot that. The Boeing mind cannot comprehend this button. Yeah, we're still flying 230. I'll leave it like that for a moment. Yeah, let's take a moment to read the chat in the meantime. You gotta moderate here more than the Discord. What's the issue with it? Is it because I just see spamming, but occasionally. Hello, your local Platt. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Try simulate to go around right now, but we're not even on approach really at this point. Don't I do a good job? Yeah, I mean, I think I saw like you were deleting everything that was like spam, so yeah, I think you're doing good. I mean, if there is problems, you're doing so good that I'm not even seeing the problems most of the time because you sorted out so fast. You need Wick for stream chat for real? No, I will never let Wick touch my stream chat. Wick can only touch Discord. I said if it's accidental, YHF HDCF. Never land. We will land. We will land. Just need to do a better job at getting myself at the right altitude, at the right point. I can't add fixed rings as well, but please, if anyone's an Airbus expert here, Spoozy knows like everything about everything, so he would be good at this. Lesl 27. Like, is there a better way to add fixed rings than this? Because I can't be bothered to do this every time. So wait, I wanted to do Lesl 27. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. And then I have to add 5 radius. And then if I want to do another one, I got to go next page and again type out Lesl 27 to put the second radius in. You're like, is there no better way to do that like on Boeing where you just have a fixed page? Anyway, let's go ahead and do our direct now. Direct, we should also start descending. I'll do that first. So we'll do an open descent. Let's pull for that. There we go, open descent. And we'll go to C, yeah, FI27, insert this. In fact, maybe I don't even need to do an open descent, because one thing I do love about the Airbus is instead of just showing you when you'll reach your target altitude, I wish it showed both, to be honest. I like both the Airbus and the Boeing version. You can see when you'll level off along your actual route based on your track miles, like here. That's very useful. So now I can take the vertical speed. I think I just no. Yeah, now I have vertical speed. So if I adjust this, I want to get 1,000 here, just before. I'm doing increments of 100. There we go. That's good there. Like, that's something that you can't do as easily on Boeing. You have to think a little bit about it. That's a good feature. So let's arm approach mode this time. Performance, approach phase, activate, confirm. Now it's going to start slowing down. And maybe I should have done that earlier, because look, we're still at 2. I'm going to pull out the speed brake here.
2,500.
Imagine I make the same mistake again, because we're still at 240 almost, and we're approaching the 10-mile ring. I'm not liking that. So I don't see the runway, we're just getting through a cloud right now, I think. Why? Oh, of course we're not slowing down. Oh, I had the power going against my speed brake. Absolutely stupid of me. Because, I had, like, what do they call it? Like, when you have the speed selected yourself. Speed intervent if it was Boeing. Alright, let's go ahead and do flaps 1. Oh, this is so bad. Imagine I have to go around again. I'm gonna go ahead and do gear down. We're blasting through here super fast. At least we have a level off segment, that's good. I'm gonna reduce the descent rate a little bit. This will allow us to bleed the speed off. Once we level off here, we have this section where we're gonna just lose that excess speed, so we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and do flaps 2. What's the speed for that? Flaps 2, 200 knots. We're good. There we go. Alright, this time the missed approach altitude can be set again, and we... Yep, there's the missed approach thing. So, yeah, actually I'm gonna arm approach mode, wait for the glide slope to capture it, then set the thing. Let's go ahead and do flaps 3. Flaps 3. See the run? Why are we... Oh, okay, yeah, we're not, we're offset, like, we're not in line with it yet on the right course because I did that direct to FI27, so we'll turn onto the right course once we pass FI27, which is really close. Why are we still at this speed? Why are we not slower? Down to our approach speed. Let's go flaps full. Will it slow down then? Alright, let me select it myself if it's not gonna... So we'll do 137 for the approach speed. Because we're gonna have wind shear, I'm gonna just round it up to 140. We should have wind shear at least. A glide slope is captured, missed approach altitude set to 4,000 feet. So the gear down is down, the speed brake is armed, flaps. Yeah, that should be good. Do we have a landing checklist? No, we have this ECAM memo. I mean, we do have a landing checklist too. I think it's just comprised of this. All right, I think we're good to go. So this is going to be difficult because I have the side stick here and I got the throttles here. I'm going to need to idle this at some point.
1,000.
But one hand is on this camera. So either I'm going to like put you down here for a moment, or if I'm in such a good position that I don't need to touch the side stick, I might just not touch the side stick for a moment. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But sorry if there's some random camera movements when you hear retard. Let's go ahead and get the autopilot off then. There we go. And see how good I am at this. This is going to be so bad. Last time I tried to land while recording, it went terribly. Okay, so far I see 3 whites, 1 red, but on the ILS we're good, in fact just slightly low.
500.
Oh, and now I'm really dipping low. Oh, too sensitive. There we go.
400.
There we go. Now we got 2 whites, 2 reds. Getting a little bit low on the actual glide slopes. I'm going to pitch up a little bit and trust the ILS signal more. Sorry for my camera skills.
Glide slope.
Nope, now I tried to reset the camera, and now I lost the glide slope completely.
Glide slope.
Good on the pappies, low on the glide.
Glide slope.
Let's pitch up a little more.
Glide slope.
Alright, we're almost going to catch it again.
Glide
And I
slope.
pitched down too much. Terrible at this.
Glide slope.
Oh, there's the wind shear, I think.
Too low.
Whoa! Oh my goodness.
5.
The wind shear came in. Oh, is the wind shear? Hold on, let me go ahead and reversers. Oh my goodness, this was terrible. I think the wind shear might have been set above sea level, not AGL, because the wind shear came in right at, like, I just stalled basically at 50 feet, and I think the what's it called? The airport elevation is around 150, something like that, the threshold. Oh my goodness, that was a disaster. I'm so sorry for the letdown there. My flying skills were terrible. I did promise I wouldn't crash, but to Spoozy. But honestly speaking, I would consider that kind of a crash. I think we landed before the runway. There's no replay mode, so we can't verify that. I mean, I can replay on the stream, but I think we touched down before we reached the runway. That was horrendous of me. Anyway, let's go ahead. I don't know where the terminal is, if I need to go left or right. Let's bring it to a stop here, and then I can decide. So, stopped, get the parking brake on, and let me go ahead and take a look at the charts here. Navigraph, here we go. Turn the brightness down, maybe that helps focus. Hello, there we go. So, airport. We landed on 27. So we're gonna wanna go to the right to find a gate. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I see the terminal there. Alright, so I'll release the parking brake. Lots of runway, or the runway's being occupied for a very long time because of me. But anyway, let's just get this light off here so I get my nose wheel steering back. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's this one. So now time to use the tiller. Make a nice sharp right turn following that line. How am I doing? Pretty good. Great. Alright, so now let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring it to a stop because I feel like I'm gonna crash. I'm doing too many things at once. I want to clean up the airplane, but also record and also taxi at the same time. That's a bit too many things. So I'll bring it to a stop here. Set the parking brake. Speed brakes are down. Flaps can come up. There we go. Then everything else is good. Trim is already on 0. The auto brake is disarmed. We'll get this off at 100, whatever. 4-1. That's good. And a view. Oh yeah, so we can get some lights off here. Wing off, strobe off, APU start. Okay, so let's release the parking brake and get going. That's a lot of thrust. I went above 40% in one. My bad. At least there should be no ground personnel or any equipment behind me since it's just the runway. And to be fair, I don't know exactly where I'm going. I'm just going to go and just go closer to that terminal. I should find a gate there. I mean, yeah, going left is not going to help. There's just a straight taxiway there, so go forward and then to the right. So, going at 11 knots. Let's brake a little bit here before turning. The differential braking is quite effective for steering. I don't know if it's a good practice because you get different temperatures along your different brakes, but alright, I think if I take one of these left turns here, oh, I oversteered. These are gates on my left. Life is hard without Simlink and without charts and no familiarization of the airport. And it's nighttime too. Look at me pulling out every excuse in the book. Yeah, this is a gate, I think, here. And here we are. I'm gonna leave the taxi light on because there's no marshaller and I kind of need to see where I want to stop. Alright, let it roll a little forward since quite some meters in front of the nose gear. And there we go, bring it to a stop, bring the parking brake on. We can get this light off real quick, turn off, wing is off. So these are good, and yeah, we have the APU available. Let's go ahead and get the engines shut down. And the engines are being shut. Oops. Ground power is also available. It always looks so aesthetic, the overhead panel. Like, you can do whatever you want with it, and it just looks beautiful. Look at that. Sorry for my shaky hands. Anyway, external power. We can get the APU off completely. Oh, that doesn't need any pressing. Of course, beacon can come off too, and seatbelt signs. And there we are. So, we made it, albeit probably by damaging some of the lights in front of the runway and the landing gear and so on. And a really crappy go-around. But it was lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I was going to say, it's a bit shorter than usual. Actually, it wasn't short at all. It's nearly 3 hours now. And I am reaching... It's already 10 minutes past the time I said I would be done, I think. So I'm going to wrap it up over here. Thank you to everyone who was in the stream, and I hope you had fun. I hope it was... I don't know if it was more fun for you than a regular stream, but for me it was definitely fun to operate this full simulator. It was really cool. And a big thank you to Hiranfly for letting me record in the simulator. So yeah, again, if you are in Spain, nearby Seville, where we just landed today, you can check out their website and see if you want to book a session. And yeah, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with it like I did. And if you visit Spain, then it's also something you might want to check on Google Maps to see if you're too far away from it. But yeah, gonna get out of the seat. And, let's reset this to... Oh, there's a reset button. Anyway, thanks as well to all the donators for all your generosity, and all the members, too. If I missed something that you wanted to say in the chat at some point about this stream, feel free to leave a DM or just a comment on this stream, because I'm going to wrap it up now quickly. I usually like to talk to the chat a little bit afterwards, but... I don't want to stretch this out too long while I'm occupying the simulator. So yeah, thank you again to everyone, and have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you being here. See you.